Hello there, my name is Leo, and today I'm going to show you how to implement Glow inside of the Godot game engine. This is 4.3, this is version 4.3. Excuse my dog if you can hear him. My parents are gone and he gets a little scared when it's just him downstairs. Jeez, I can't talk. But basically, I wanted Glow in both a 3D scene and a 2D scene. However, how Glow works in Godot, it's like a world environment node that you put into a scene. So here's like my 3D scene that I have, and it's just a world environment that you set. There's a glow option that you turn on, and you just adjust to set the glow. But it doesn't really have a good way for you to do both 3D and 2D in one world environment, I think. And it's like, it only lets you use one world environment. Something about the rendering is weird, I think, something like that. But basically, I searched up my problem, and I found a guy on Reddit who was talking about how to fix it and stuff. So shout out to that guy. I did his thing, and I just wanted to make a video about it, showing like how actually exactly to do it. So basically, you set up your world environment in your 3D world. Just your 3D thing can just have its own world environment. And then what you're gonna want to do is in your 2D scene that you want Glow inside of, you're gonna add a, oh shoot, as you can see I already have this all set up, so I'm just gonna do another thing. So you just want to add a sub viewport container, just like that. I don't really know how this works. I'm not super familiar with all this stuff. But then you're going to want to add a sub viewport. And then, I don't know if you have to do this, but I just set the size of the thing to like the size of my screen. So it's 1920 by 1080. And then you want to add a world 3D to it. So just make a new world 3D. And then new environment, and then Glow on. And then since this is 2D, again, I don't know why it's like this, but for the environment in 2D, if you want Glow, you have to set the background to canvas. And then just like that. And then I set the blend mode for the Glow thing to screen. There's like different options. You can like mess around with how it looks, but I'm pretty sure this makes the Glow stand out the most or something like that. The soft light kind of doesn't really look as much of a glow type thing, so I would set that and then mess around with the HDR settings and whatever. And then you can just add all of your 2D stuff. So let me just add a rectangle with that type of thing. And as you can see, it has Glow. And let me move this. Oh shoot. Let me crank it, pull it down. And then as you can see, it has Glow. And to me, I don't think it looks amazing. I don't really like this Glow. So a setting that you can use to make the Glow look better is use HDR 2D. You don't have to have this enabled in your project settings in the rendering part in the viewport. People say to turn it on for this, because I guess this is just like a completely separate rendering thing. Like this is its own little render type thing. So you turn this on, and it looks different. It kind of fades that, so we can mess around with this more. And just like that. And you can mess around with the other settings. It's like that. You can like make it blow up in your scene, and that's basically it. This scene that I'm using is a 2D scene. You can use like a 3D scene or any other type of scene that you want, but just make sure that your sub viewport is doing the 2D scene. Like you gotta have the sub viewport with the environment things for your 2D scene, not your 3D scene with your environment that you want for the 3D scene. So yeah, and this is just a global scene that I set, so it's just always going to be there on my 3D scene when I'm playing in game. I just kind of have it, coded to show up in the thing, or like interactable code in the thing with my 3D thing. It's complicated. Well, not complicated, but it's just just code. But as you can see in the project settings, globals, I have this set to global. I don't really think that's that important to know, so sorry, making this a little longer than it needs to be, probably. But I'm pretty sure that's everything that I need to say. This is just something that worked for me, so I'm just showing it off, so if anyone else has the same problem that I had, they can have it solved and make their game look better than it does, because we all want our games to look, as good as they can. Okay? Thank you for watching.